two sides this year. The last contest in Oakland. Questionable penalty on goalkeeper Danny Vidiello. Republic furious after.
Opportunity for the Republic tonight. Put the ball in the back of the net. 19 shots, since he's not going to miss that. So opportunity tonight to get that first.
0-2 this season at Hardell, and it's coming up next.
Who fought cancer for years with no answers. Same. Oh. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
And by building strong, proudly supported Central, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery. Simple, local, fresh.
A girl whose organs were shutting down found her specialist. And changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
A spectacular 84-degree evening in the capital of California for the Republic. Roots matchup, second of 3 on the season. Let's begin with our Western Health Advantage players to watch. Douglas Martinez, the Honduran, 3 goals, 2 assists on the year, didn't play. The last time these two met, what can he do tonight?
For the Republic to get the 3 points, he has to be heavily involved. He's that peak guy right in the middle. 3 goals, 2 assists on the season. Will want to get more. It's a great opportunity against this Oakland Roots side tonight.
Meanwhile, on the other side, one of the best strikers in the Western Conference, second in USL in goals scored this year, Otar Carlson.
He's a danger man, great movement, something Mark Briggs spoke about this week. You got to always know where he's at. You also don't want to give up a penalty kick against this team. He knows how to put those away. He's got that sweet left foot, but the movement is what you got to be careful. The back 3 for Sacramento, always know where he's at.
On loan from Serie A, and he is a player you'll definitely want to keep an eye on all night, especially this back 3 for Sacramento. No Connor Donovan again in our starting 11 here, brought to you by Los Rios Community College District. That means Duke Lacroix back at that 3 with Lee Desmond shifting over to the central part. Dan Casey, Dami Villadair, and how about this? Number 99, Malik Foster, a brace against Monterey. This is a lineup that can do some damage. I think Mark Briggs wants some pace up top, and he's got it with those 3, including Dami, Foster, and Martinez. Meanwhile, for the visiting Oakland Roots, who are in green and gold, they've seen a different formation. We've seen a 3-4-3 this year. We've seen Rito slide back. We'll see where he ends up starting this game, but he is another person to keep an eye on. 4 goals this year, was able to run up that right side. Very dangerous player, and joining with Carlson and Michael Janssen. Sacramento, Oakland, Northern California derby match between these two sides. The energy has been high. Oakland has come in 2021 as the inaugural club. They had the higher energy. It seems that Sacramento, after last match, has now met that energy. What do you expect here tonight between these two teams?
I think it's going to be a battle tonight. I think we will see that rivalry, that derby. There's something at stake. Oakland need to start gaining more points to get in that playoff position to secure their spot. Sacramento need to try and distance themselves from Oakland. So tonight, the victor is going to be the team who can come out and battle all night.
Elton Garcia is our referee. He gives the thumbs up. There's the whistle. And here we go from Sacramento. Republic back in their alternate kits, the City of Trees kits. And they've been quite good in them. Malik Foster already On the right side, here comes Douglas Martinez just outside the 18. Making a run is Gurr. Deep, here comes Felipe. Felipe is there, out collision. Ball flips around and may have been a bit of contact there as Paul Blanchette, the 28-year-old at Palo Alto, is able to bring that back up, and maybe Felipe is going to have a conversation with Elton Garcia.
You like to see that early, put the keeper under a little bit of pressure, and it is a foul. There's no doubt about that. Blanchette gets hit, but I'll take that. 15 seconds into the game, that's, as I mentioned, it's going to be a bit of a battle, and that definitely shows what we're in store for. High intensity, there's no short of it. You've got the Oakland Roots supporter group here as well. Fantastic crowd on hand in Sacramento for this Roots Republic matchup. The 6 of these, as we've seen before, only one win, and that's by the hands of the Oakland Roots. For Sacramento, 2 draws here, 3 goals allowed, 3 goals scored. Already, though, out of the gate, adding Malik Foster to the top. What does that do here for Sacramento? We've seen little glimpses of Malik. He hasn't had too much minutes, but here we go. Rodrigo Lopez, dangerous spot for him. Roro finding Martinez. Roro back in the mix himself. Gurr with the underlapping run. Martinez has some space. A little move to the right side. Crowd loves it. And it's Oakland's Memo Diaz who's able to break it up. And this ball coming right back to Sacramento. Nope, it'll be a throw for the Oakland Roots. Roots have struggled so far this year. 5 wins, 9 losses, 6 draws. After 20 games, just 24 points, currently below the playoff line. Looking up at Sacramento, a little bit of helter-skelter. They started off really slow, started to get back into it, but they really haven't found a rhythm. They haven't. A good month of May. They're racking up some good victories, but the consistency hasn't been there. But we saw the end of last season, this squad really picked it up and ended up pushing Sacramento out the playoff spots and taking a spot for themselves. So you never know what's in store halfway through the season. 41 points a year ago, ended up in 4th place. And a couple of familiar faces we've seen on this Oakland team. Emra Clementa along this right side here won a championship with Sacramento in 2014. With that man, Rodrigo Lopez, who's able to poke it free. And Dark Fermella on the bench. Spent a couple of seasons here with the Republic, most recently of last year. In the middle it goes. Here's Lee Desmond all the way from that center position. Without Connor Donovan, we saw that there's some adjustments to be made. Keko is back in the 18 tonight. Without Connor Donovan, what does that mean for Lee Desmond and Duke Lacroix? Just building that chemistry. Once again, Jack Gurr's gonna have a crack here. Gurr with a long distance shot, and Blanchette is able to go to ground. Gurr never shy. He's just itching to get his first and almost cracked it in the 4th minute. Yeah, he catches this really well, Jack Gurr. You see he has space to explore, and he's never one to hold back from pulling the trigger, and connects well enough. Fortunately for Blanchette, he's able to smother that, but good signs early on for the Republic. And if you see this back now, so Lee Desmond played in the central. Now it looks like Dan Casey has moved over. But without Connor Donovan, there's a dynamic change in that back line. Yeah, and as you mentioned, it looks like Dan Casey's taking up that central spot, which allows Lee Desmond to push forward with the ball a little bit more. He is on the right-hand side, so maybe a little less comfortable than being on that left foot all the time, but it's a good position. That's one of his strengths, is stepping up into the attack, just like Matt LaGrassa here. LaGrassa trying to slide this ball through, and it's broken up by Oakland. And you can see how high Felipe and LaGrassa are into the attack right now. The press is high for Sacramento. Over the top it goes, Lee Desmond. But when you see Luis Felipe and Matt LaGrassa over the halfway line, you know it's going to be a night for Sacramento to put the pedal to the metal and see if they can push Oakland back into their own corner here. This is a team that has allowed 30 goals. They have scored 30, so they've given themselves an opportunity, but defensively, they've not been able to stop teams very often. And Blanchette ball's out for a throw. Over the top, Malik Foster. Little back heel. Nice combination from Sacramento here to keep possession. Here's Dan Casey, 24 Irishman.
It was a goal versus Las Vegas, but defensively has been one of the best along that back line the last 2 seasons. Matt LaGrassa battling with Nene. Here's Lacroix. Cutting, staying on his feet, and colliding with Edgardo Rito. Juan Guerra in his first season for Oakland Roots. Former Venezuelan player who had some time with Tampa Bay Rowdies, New York Cosmos, Indy 11. Ball played forward with Carlson, and the first touch for Danny Vitiello, the 26-year-old in his 13th appearance on the year, allowing a goal a match. Let's check out some of our injuries. We talked about Connor Donovan, and they're just being extra cautious with this point in time of the season, especially with the U.S. Open Cup match on July 27th. They wanted him at 100%. So no Connor Donovan tonight, but no Max Orensdale. Lindo Mafeka also out, a familiar name who played with Reno and San Jose Earthquakes. But Keko into this 18 brings such energy, and with that hamstring injury he suffered, it was a big loss. Played it forward, and here's Carlson. Dan Casey able to poke it away. But that's how quickly Oakland can surprise you, Adam.
Yeah, trying to get Carlson in there, and it was a sloppy turnover from Roro, but great recovery from Dan Casey. It's what you want as a midfielder like Roro. He pulls all the strings, but sometimes you'll make a few mistakes, and that's what your teammates are there for. And big challenge from Dan Casey.
Throw for Sacramento, Jack Gurr. Finding Martinez, and a foul is given.
And we mentioned earlier Malik Foster starting this game, and what we've seen glimpses of is him and Rodrigo Lopez connecting. Roro, when he gets time and space, he loves to have guys making runs off of him because he can find the passes. And if that's how they'll get success tonight, if Roro can get time, space, Malik making those runs, that back line, the back three of the Roots could have a real long night if that's the case.
Good heads-up play from Duke Lacroix. Back from LaGrassa to Rodrigo Lopez. Lopez forward to Felipe. Felipe in a battle of his own, being held by Hernandez. Now Hernandez, out of Mexico City, played for Mark Briggs at Real Salt Lake Monarchs, the USL side. Dami trying to whip this ball in on a cross, able to keep it at his feet. Look at this display. Back, here's Gurr trying to put it into the 6 and unable to do so. Gurr thinks it should be a corner kick, and Adam, you may agree.
That looks like it was. It was great play by Dami Villa on the left, and you love to see the left wing back crossing it into the right wing back. That just shows you how they're playing, that freedom that these guys have to get forward. And it also just adds that extra body in there. You have Jack Gurr at the back post, and I think he is a little unfortunate not to get the corner kick there.
Well, how many times did we see Rodrigo Lopez finding Tommy Stewart in 2014? He loves guys who will get out and run straight ahead. Malik Foster is exactly that player. And Malik said he was excited to get an opportunity to play with Roro. Made the best of it. Rodrigo Lopez finding him on the game-tying goal in Monterrey. And then Jack Gurr just 3 minutes later. And Malik finished it off with a header and was able to secure a USL Team of the Week honor, and a bit of conversation is foul in the mid part of the field here. Vitiello. Well, the Indomitable Club is home again next weekend for the highly anticipated State Fair match, and first ever with Birmingham Legion FC. Kickoff 8 o'clock, July 16th. And every ticket also means you can get into the State Fair. Ball over the top. We talked about Rito, and Duke Lacroix able to get there. Here's a shot deflected as Dan Casey goes to ground. Wonderful effort from Lacroix and Casey there, but Rito, we talked about that pace along the right side there and how dangerous it can be in a moment. We've seen Rito with 4 goals on the year. He can really be a game changer for Oakland Roots.
He can. That was a great ball. I think it was Azakar who slid that ball in behind. You think Duke Lacroix has it, and I think he just loses his footing. Dan Casey once again puts his body in front of everything, making himself as big as possible, making sure his goalkeeper has nothing he needs to do. That's what you expect from that center back, and he's so fearless, putting his body in the line all the time.
Here comes the press, and Martinez pushing more out into the corner, and Martinez able to get a deflection. Malik Foster has a chance. Here's Roro! Rodrigo Lopez goal, Sacramento, 11th minute. And this is a club that will press you to death, and this is what they're trying to do. They make good there as Douglas Martinez puts the pressure on. Malik Foster with the assist to Roro. A little exchange back and forth, returning the favor a couple weeks later.
We spoke about that connection. We thought Rodrigo Lopez setting up Malik Foster. It's flip-flop right here. The pressure, Douglas Martinez, he knows if he puts pressure on them, there's chances to win the ball. Murad, careless. Roro slots it into the back of the net. 1-0, great start, and you feel like they deserve it. They've come out with the energy, already putting Paul Blanchette under some pressure. 1-0 already.
Sacramento came out on their front studs. Mark Briggs talked about how they were the better team for 45 minutes. Felt like they should have had at least 3 goals. Only came away with the one. That was Luis Felipe in the 42nd in Oakland earlier this year. Mark wants to make sure this continues in the rest of the half and give them nothing. Look at this play from Felipe, right to Roro again. Roro through ball, gets turned around. Foster sliding as Blanchette able to stay inside the 18. Sacramento, you love that spark. You love how quickly it's turning right now. And a lot of credit to Felipe and LaGracia, who are turning great opportunities in the midfield to scoring opportunities down the way.
Yeah, winning that ball and then just going quickly. You saw that right there. If Malik Foster keeps his footing, he's through on goal. Could be 2-0 straight off the bat. So continue that. Mark Briggs will want that high energy. He knew what happened in that last game. Came out strong in the first half. Didn't capitalize on all the opportunities, but you see the pressure there, just hounding the Oakland Roots.
The physicality you've seen with Dan Casey on Carlson, not giving him an inch. Duke Lacroix, the one thing you know about Duke Lacroix, he's got incredible pace and can move forward. So you may lose a bit of physicality with Connor Donovan, but you've got something else in Duke Lacroix on that left side. Sacramento 28 points, 8-4-4. A +5 goal differential, but have played 4 fewer games than Oakland Roots. Coming up centrally, Clementa. Janssen backpedaling, gets it back. He's got Rito to his right side. Duke Lacroix will send it into the stands. Janssen, a very dangerous player, 21 years old, out of Norway. Also on loan alongside with Carlson from Venezia FC in Italy. Much like Rodrigo Lopez, it seems that Janssen has the freedom to pretty much go anywhere in the pitch he desires. Hernandez plays it back to Fuenmayor. Hernandez again denied by Felipe. Well, celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play with at SelectSportAmerica.com. Select, League's choice, player's choice. Seem Oakland just trying to have a bit of possession here. Azukar. Duke Lacroix again. Love the energy. Against Colorado Springs, tough match. I don't know if the score was quite indicative, but altitude on the road. Tough month of June where you went perfect 5-0, including US Open Cup. Here's a deflection, and it will be for Vidiello. Sometimes you're just going to have a letdown. Different attitude tonight. You can just sense it here at home.
Yeah, obviously a very disappointing result against Colorado. So the players are showing tonight they're ready to bounce back. They want to come out strong. They want to come out with energy. As you mentioned, going into Colorado Springs, it's never easy with altitude, but Mark Briggs wasn't giving them any excuses, and you can see they're looking for that second again here.
Look at that, putting on a clinic. Villader, Roro, Gurr keeps it in play over the cross of 6. It goes. Oakland escaping here. Quite a bit of danger from Sacramento. Questionable handball here. LaGrassa says his hands were in a natural position. Elton Garcia says otherwise and awards it to Oakland.
Jack Gurr was the man on the left wing here, and it's amazing just to slide and keep that in. And he's so close to connecting with Rodrigo Lopez again here. But the effort, just not giving up on anything.
Love it what you're seeing from Sacramento. You got Duke Lacroix making defensive plays on the other side of the pitch. You got Jack Gurr running down the seam on the other. Great ball here from Roro Felipe. Felipe flying forward. Nene behind. Foster's got it. Foy Moore asking for some reinforcements. Back to Roro. LaGrassa. Foster, a little no look to Dami. Hard tackle. Dami stays on his feet. Fuenmayor not able to break it up. Here comes the press now. A little pressure from Oakland. Combination, just a bit off. Close to that touch line. But man, there is a bit of pizzazz, I would say, from Sacramento tonight. Well, there's a offer that area students do not want to miss. The exclusive ticket offer, the College Student Pass, providing discounted access to Republic FC home matches all summer long. Secure your discounted tickets for as little as $10. That's over 50% off. Go to the website to get your tickets today. Hernandez trying to switch the field here. Finding Diaz. Interesting how far back Hernandez is dropping. Almost becoming that fourth defender in the back. Clementa, naturally a right back with Sacramento a few years, has shifted over to more of a center back position. Collision. Ball's flying around. Azucar now comes to Casey. Casey over the top. Finding Rodrigo Lopez. Here comes a chance for Sacramento. Martinez flying. Martinez with a big swing, and it's broken up the last minute. Oakland screaming for offside. Appears that he was on, and just a fantastic ball from Rodrigo Lopez, who looks sharp as ever.
Perfectly timed run from Douglas Martinez. You make the run, Roro finds you, and he's onside. No doubt about that. It's a tough angle. And Fuenmayor, good recovery, or was Tarek Morad. I don't know who it was, but it was a great recovery. Douglas, it looked like he was looking for some support, didn't get it. Corner kick, continuing the pressure, relentless so far in his first 20 minutes.
And Fuenmayor kept Martinez onside. Morad had to get back and recover. Corner kick opportunity here for Sacramento. It's how they scored the goal last time against Oakland in the 42nd minute. Here in the 19th, it'll be Jack Gurr. Dami Villader leaking over, trying to pull out Hernandez. Here's Roro, and Roro with a bit of a cheeky move himself to try to turn it toward the corner. Sacramento retaining possession. Dami quickly, a little bit too heavy for Felipe. Felipe not done. What you see from Sacramento tonight, they may lose possession, but they're right back on it to try to win the ball back. LaGrassa against Janssen, and the physicality just getting to Oakland right now. I mean, the first thing you notice here, the first 20 minutes, we haven't mentioned Otar Carlson. That's a really good sign for Sacramento. Look at this ball coming through. Martinez flying. Martinez cutting it back to Dami. Quick touch, and Blanchett is there. Wonderful combination. Dami Villader trying to get to a stronger left foot. Foster was waiting for it. And Blanchett, the veteran that he is able to snuff it out.
Great move once again. Jack Gurr probing down that right-hand side. And Douglas is looking for Villader. And it was great play by Memo Diaz, just putting his body in front. Not allowing Dami Villader to get enough contact on that to redirect it in the back of the net. Once again, though, Sacramento finding those opportunities, those runs in behind.
Great combination. And we looked at Malik Foster, Douglas Martinez starting this match the first time all season. Those two have been in the starting 11 together. Looks like Mark Briggs' gamble, I don't know if you want to call it a gamble, but his decision has paid off here.
And with the two of them starting with Malik and Douglas, Douglas tends to veer out to the right-hand side, and we've seen him get through there twice already tonight. The problem has been in the past that when he does that, there's been no one in the middle, but now you have Malik Foster in there, and then you have the support coming in from those other areas. So you're not losing anything with Douglas getting out in those positions. And you see Roro, he's trying to catch the goalie off. I've tried that many a time. Never worked. Most of them look like that, but he's definitely capable of pulling that off, trying to catch the keeper off guard.
Well, all time, it's about as even as it can be. Each team with 6 goals. And the only time it was a 1-0 Oakland Roots win. And there's been a bit of chippiness between these two sides. This ball's floated over the top looking for Janssen. First time these two teams met in Oakland. Oakland had some field issues. Game had to be postponed for another time. A lot of fans made it out there. Over the top it goes. Vidiello will watch it off the bounce. And then last year again, you saw an issue at halftime where Republic were not allowed into their locker room, which for a lot of these guys, there's power bars, there's retaping, there's a lot of things they like to do at half and didn't get a chance to do it. So a little spice to this derby here, Adam.
Always adds to it. You know, there's the localness, being the nearest rival, so that's in and of itself. But as you mentioned, that past history and the fact that as well for the Republic, they've never beaten Oakland Roots. So can you be the players out there, can you guys be the ones who are the first to ever do that for this club on the 6th attempt, which is doesn't look great. So they've started like they really want those 3 points tonight, though.
And especially after the last match, it was a 1-1 draw, late penalty given as somehow Vidiello was charged, even though he was the one who was nearly taken down in his own 6, given a penalty kick late in that match, and Carlson put it away. So Republic felt like they got robbed a bit on the road. Back to Nene, finding Johnson, and it's saved, blocked away, almost slipped through. As Janssen with a thunderous strike and had some little English on it, I guess you'd say. Woo, that was close for Danny Vidiello in the Republic.
Yeah, Danny Vidiello gets away with this one. You could just see turns, and please don't be in the back of the net. Fortunately for him, it goes off for a corner kick. It takes that skip off the ground. And the way players hit the ball these days and the way the balls are made, they do move around a little bit, but that's one for sure Danny feels he should have had a lot more comfort with.
Janssen with a goal and 3 assists on the season. Azokar back out to Janssen, over the top, Carlson. Lee Desmond played it perfectly, knew the entire time where that ball was going.
Well timed by Lee Desmond. Roots keeping the players up there.
Clementa battling with Lacroix, finding Nene. Out to Rito, the 26-year-old trying to get past Dami. Rito played with the New York Red Bulls 2 for 19-20 seasons. But he adds a lot to their attack along that right side. Shielding, trying to find some kind of rhythm tonight as Carlson unable to do so. Dan Casey and that back line have had his number, ensuring that he is given very few opportunities to work with. Back to Hernandez. Plays it through, Carlson. Here's LaGrassa coming up with Casey. Casey away with it again. Vidiello wasn't quite ready, had to jump on it quickly. But how about Otar Carlson? Rarely in the USL do you see a player come in from a different country, know little about him. This left-footed striker has been best in the league. This Western Conference especially, keeping Oakland probably in it. He's been brilliant.
11 goals, that's a massive amount, and we spoke about they've scored 30 so far this season. He's at a third of them, so whenever you have a guy like that, and that's the one thing the Republic have been looking for the last few years, is someone to put it in the back of the net. Fortunately, they're not giving up many goals this year, so. But you just wonder, you see these guys putting 10, 11 goals, and you're like, oh, what a relief that would be. But it's been such a great team effort, and goals coming from various positions so far, and it's good to see Malik Foster starting to put some in the back of the net as well.
Well, you've got Foster with 3, Martinez with 3, and now Roro with 3, all into this match tonight. Duke Lacroix. Oakland's found a little bit of momentum. There's one thing Mark Briggs talked about. He said we gave them just enough in that second half to really start to find their rhythm and get a momentum going. He's been ultimately, you know, it led to that goal. It feels like we cannot give that to this Oakland side tonight. They're scrapping. We've seen what they do. They do not give up. As they almost go along the game, they get stronger, and that's pretty rare, especially for a team in their current position. Emma Clementa maybe looking for a long strike. Out to the right side, Rito crossing this ball in. Opportunity, bicycle kick, and it somehow finds the way. A rebound off Pidiello. You could just feel it coming, and what an absolutely sensational ball. And Azúcar has tied this game.
Just like that, Oakland Roots find themselves right back in it. And it's a fantastic acrobatic effort from Azúcar, the midfielder. Kind of sets itself up. He knows exactly what he's doing when that ball comes to him.
His 6th goal on the season.
Just popping it up, deliberate, good play by Clementa, and it takes a hit off Dan Casey. Takes a big deflection off of him, and unfortunately Danny Vitiello cannot get to the end of it. Great finish. Oakland Roots right back in it.
Tied at 1 here in Sacramento. They're going to be tight. And 1 goal, as we have found out, is likely not going to get it done. Over the top, Oakland looking for more as Azúcar nearly running over Duke Lacroix. Citizen Business Bank replay, and Oakland feeling good after that and just lift their spirits. You could tell the momentum starting to slide in their way a bit, as this is a team that we talked about does not give up. They continue to fight. And while they're below the playoff line now, they're able to work themselves into a position last year. Roro fighting Martinez. Foster calling for it. On the ground it stays, and Clementa's there. Martinez whipping this ball in, takes a deflection. Dami trying to track it down in front of Rito. Azúcar back to Rito. Duke Lacroix. Oakland trying to stay compact here. Public has had success going through the seam. Another chance here for Malik Foster. Foster spraying it out wide. Martinez has got room against Diaz here. Jack Gurr looking to make a run. Jack Gurr being pushed off his angle here by Nene. Hernandez. SMUD has been powering our community for more than 70 years and has made the commitment to eliminate carbon emissions by 2030. Join the charge for a clean power city at cleanpowercity.org. And maybe an injury stoppage here as Nene holding his right leg, maybe a cramp or either way in a bit of pain. 30 minutes in, your assessment of how Sacramento has come out here in this 6th matchup against the Oakland Roots.
Really strong first 15-20 minutes, and you just felt the energy dip a little bit. The Roots gain a little bit of confidence, and you see the equalizing goal come in.
This injury stoppage presented by Saha Float Spa. Unwind, rejuvenate, recover. So next 15 minutes here for Sacramento. What would you like to see? I think Mark Briggs really talked about the opportunities and not letting them slip away, taking your chances and converting. He said we have to be better at finding the net when presented with good looks.
They've got in dangerous areas so far. Again, only the 1 goal to show for it. they've been able to do that by pressing together, being connected, winning the ball high up, and then going quickly. As they've allowed the Roots to kind of gain possession further up the field, those opportunities are few and far between. They don't get to win the ball as much, closer to their goal and go quick. So I think that's what Mark Briggs will be speaking about, is continue to be connected, don't get broken down with that press, and can you exploit those areas when you do win it.
Well, Joseph Nene, the 35-year-old veteran, may not be able to continue in this game, so we could see an Oakland substitution here, as he is coming up limping. Former MLS veteran, played with the Cosmos for a couple of seasons. I mean, here's a guy who's got 170 professional appearances. That's a big-time loss for a team like this that is really seeking more stability, and they're going to lose a big piece right here if he's unable to continue. It looks like that's going to be the case.
Yeah, it looks like he's great veteran presence, Joseph Nani. He's always tough. I played against him several times. He's a tough competitor, big, strong boy. But he definitely seems to be in a lot of trouble right there, that holding that right thigh.
It'll be Matías Fesore, the 31-year-old Argentine, into this match. So another quality veteran, second year with Oakland Roots. But always tough to having to make a substitution, especially in an injury early in the match, 30 minutes in here. After you started to feel some momentum going, how can this change what you saw in the last couple of minutes in Oakland's favor?
It does change things a little bit. Fesore's a little more technical than Joseph Nani. He might not necessarily win as many challenges, but he's great with the ball at his feet. So it maybe changes how they play a little bit. We've seen Hernandez dropping deep to get on the ball. Fesore likes to do that as well. So they might not be winning as many of those challenges in the midfield, and especially against someone like Luis Felipe, it's a good opportunity to win those battles.
Azucar playing it out to Rito. Rito flying down this right side. Casey and Lacroix have to get back, looking for Carlson. Here's a touch, saved by Danny Vitiello, and keeps it at 1-1. That counterattack is absolutely lethal for Oakland. Nearly another goal.
Mark Briggs will be furious. The threat they've spoke about is Edgardo Rito on that right-hand side getting free. And once again, he created the goal. He gets free, and Janssen just can't put that far enough in the corner. It's a great save by Vitiello, going to his right, coming back to his left to make the stop. Duke Lacroix puts it away for a corner kick. Oakland Roots, definitely the team on the ascent right now.
They've added a bit of a spark after that Azucar acrobatic goal. Here's Janssen from the corner again. Battling, ball bouncing around maybe too many times. High boot here for Felipe. Another cross sent in, letting it through, and it'll be a goal kick for Vitiello. Rodrigo Lopez scoring in the 11th minute from Malik Foster, but almost as an assist should be given to Douglas Martinez as well, forcing the turnover, finding Malik, who found Roro, and open up the scoring here tonight in the 11th, followed by 16 minutes later Azucar tying this at 1. No team has scored more than a goal in this series, and we are in match number 6. LaGrasso is taken down by Carlson. I should clarify, scoring more than a goal in a game. 7 total for Oakland, 6 for Sacramento.
Yeah, they haven't been high scoring affairs. This is the 6th match, but maybe we have 2 goals here in the 35th minute, so maybe this one will break the trend a little bit. Sacramento needs someone to inject a little bit of life. It could be Douglas Martinez once again here. Ball just gets away from him. But whenever you go through these lulls as a player, I remember it just takes someone making a big challenge, going on a good run, getting a shot on target, and that can really reinvigorate you.
Sacramento had 7 shots on target, 19 shots total in the first matchup in Oakland. Jack Gurr nearly opened up that match with a banger. Really a lot of good looks from that Sacramento team. Rafa Harigi played well. Rodrigo Lopez came off the bench. No Douglas Martinez to start. It was Luther Archimed who's had several looks in that game. Clemente along this right side. Cutting in, here comes Felipe, former teammates as well. In Reno, here goes Janssen. Janssen with a bit of space. Lee Desmond is the mark. Here's a chance. This ball nearly in the upper corner. And Janssen trying to feel his way through this game. He's starting to find some pretty good looks here late now. And now a word from the California Office of Traffic Safety.
So you're out for a drink. Before that drink turns to drinks, make a plan to get home safe. Just call a friend, a cab, or get a rideshare. Whatever you do, don't let drunk drive. Go safely, California.
And Rodrigo Lopez clearing this ball away.
Oakland Roots feel like they can get another one here before the half. You see that pressure continually, and it's a lot down this right-hand side. Sacramento between Duke Lacroix, Dami Villader failing to contain Rito.
Edgardo Rito, along with Otar Carlson, two players Mark Briggs circled on guys they're going to have to keep a close eye on, limit what they can do, but Rito's speed just makes him so dangerous. And Oakland, to their credit, has figured out the Republic's press a bit here and has been much more in a better position to find the attacks just like this. Carlson off to their left side, trying to work his way back to the middle. Met up by Jack Gurr. Here's a follow-up shot into the arms as Diaz was looking for his first goal on the year.
Republic look a little rattled out there. As you see, a lot of those balls are bouncing in the way of the Roots. Things seem to be going in their favor. Team just has to stay together. Try and get that ball back. Try and maintain a little bit of possession themselves.
Emra playing this ball through to Azukar. And Dan Casey unhappy with the shift along this left side here, and rightfully so. He's had to come up with some fairly massive stops to keep this game tied at 1. Here's Matthias Visoria, came in as a substitute.
And you see what the Roots like to do is the three at the back. You see Emre Clemente, he's like the right wing back right now. He is the right center back, but he's all the way up there, and it allows Rito to get into those central positions right there, and we see he's almost through on goal.
Dan Casey plays this off of Oakland. It'll be a throw for Sacramento. This is where we talked about against Colorado Springs. Without Connor Donovan, this back three looks a lot different, and guys are being asked to do a bit of different jobs. Clementa's now in on the 18, still playing with it. Send to the cross, takes a deflection. Luis Felipe. This ball's forward. Foster not able to get there, and it's out of play. It'll be a quick throw for Sacramento. Good defending by Fuenmayor. Here's a foot race. Malik Foster gets on the inside track, and Fuenmayor able to do enough to keep it in and out of the hands of a charging Malik Foster.
Great idea by Roro. I think he's the Roots again getting free and behind.
Here's a chance, battling, tripped up. Whistle not coming. Corner kick is, however. Oakland wanting a bit more than that. And now a yellow card will be handed to the head coach, Juan Guerra. And a corner kick for Oakland. And you know what? That has charged up the Sacramento crowd a bit. Sacramento's got a job to do here. This Oakland team has found not only a bit of rhythm, they found a goal in the 27th, and now a corner kick here, opportunity. And Mark Briggs also receiving a yellow card. This ball served in without the referee in play, but Sacramento's going to keep going, and now the whistle's going to be blown dead. And I think you can't give this back to Oakland.
You have to give it back. I mean, they shouldn't. The ball's not in play, so it's it has to go back to them.
There's no penalty for just going on your own?
No, you just do your own thing out here. You think
lawlessness out here.
you'd think, right? It's if they score from that, you know, they'd be claiming it. So obviously it's another opportunity for them. But yeah, typically you cannot play the game when the referee's not involved.
Well, the intensity has definitely risen here at Heart Health Park tonight. A beautiful evening, but a rivalry nonetheless. This ball served back post, being held. Here's a chance for Oakland. Sent away again, somehow unable to break the line, and another corner kick coming.
Danny Vitiello just throws his left leg at this. Does not know much about it. He hits him in the shin guard, goes wide of the post. It's for sure like it was 2-1 to the Roots. He did not know much about that, Vitiello, but that'll go down as a really, really big stop. And if the Republic can hold off here 5 minutes, they're going to have to get into the half and regroup.
Foy and Mayor nearly made this 2-1. Oakland has been knocking on the door. They have been the better team the last 15 minutes. Republic, the most dominant team in the first 15. Ball driven well, takes a ricochet. Another good look for Oakland here as Fasori trying to get underneath it. And it will be a goal kick for Sacramento Republic. Completely different game here we're watching, Adam Moffat.
It was, and that was a great effort by Emma Clementa. A little acrobatic again. And it was actually Carlson who blocked that one, but Sacramento need to figure out how they're gonna get back into this one.
Crystal Creamy building strong bones and bodies with the freshest dairy from the Central Valley since 1901. We take pride in delivering dairy you can trust. Taste how fresh local can be. Simple, local, fresh. Rodrigo Lopez cleared by Clementa as Roro waiting. This ball will stay in play. Lee Desmond sends it out. Oakland just out of the reach there for Janssen. Throw for Sacramento deep in their own corner here for Jack Gurr. LaGrassa battling. Janssen again. Azukar. Duke Lacroix just playing this forward. Here's Malik Foster in a foot race with Clementa. He's got a one-on-one into the 18. Malik Foster has broken the tie. Number 4 on the year and the fastest man in the building, showing his worth. It's 2-1 Sacramento.
From looking like they were going to be down 2-1 at the half, just like that, from nowhere. The rapid speed of Malik Foster.
Don't blink on the Jamaican national. He's got 3 in 2 weeks now and is solidifying his spot in this starting 11 for Mark Briggs. It all started with Duke Lacroix playing that ball forward, just getting it out there to Malik Foster, and you're not stopping number 99 in a scene like this. What a ball.
He still has a lot to do there, and he just calmly slots it right into the corner there past Blanchette. It comes from a challenge from Duke Lacroix. A little slip at the back by Emmer Clementa, who's had a great night so far, but that'll be disappointing for him. And from nowhere, Republic look like they're going to have a lead at this half. The fans are loving it, and quite rightly so. It's been a rough last 25 minutes, but
well, if you
that's how
watch the
quickly can change.
15 minutes of this match, Sacramento dominating. And then Oakland started to find their stride a bit, tried to be a little bit more comfortable. Here's Malik Foster again. He's got Martinez to his right. Help coming with Felipe. Felipe collects it. Felipe! Just off the mark, inside post. 4 minutes of stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra Rewards program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today at Rayleighs.com. It's electric here at Heart Health Park tonight as these two teams going back and forth. And the first time a club in this series has scored 2 goals in a single match. We have 3 in this first half of play. Actually, you're 3-3. So with 3 scoreless games in the series last year, or 2 scoreless games. Trying to do the math here. There's only 7 goals in this match so far.
There's the
you're right, the 3-3 battle that was down in Livermore, or was that here? Trying to remember.
I believe that was the first match that was here.
Okay. Carlson. Felipe, he's got room. I have to believe it. Memory, is that a Pete Pennon near goal that I think went off Oren still, or Morad?
Yeah, right at the end of the match.
Yeah, right.
Would have taken it 4-3.
You're right.
And also, I mean, I didn't want to correct you earlier,
you
but
should have.
The Roots 1-2-1 against the Republic as well.
Okay, I
in
know
the past. Yeah.
Then my memory is going.
It's getting older.
Getting older.
It is, yeah. It is tough. I feel you.
But no one has won by more than a goal.
There we go. They have been very tight encounter. Only one team's ever won a game, so that is correct.
2-1 here in Sacramento. Stoppage time. Oakland trying to find a bit more magic. They really had Sacramento appeared to be on the ropes. The Republic able to respond with a counter attack goal, broken through. Malik Foster able to get past the back line in an open field. When you see a healthy Malik Foster, good luck.
And that's just having him healthy and available is such a great tool for this team. You just see that goals come out of nothing, and we don't know how long Malik will last. He's not going to last the whole 90 minutes. I think everyone knows that, and if they don't, I'm telling you right now, he's not playing the whole game. So just getting great minutes from him, starting tonight. What an impact he's had so far. Goal and an assist.
Roro switching the field. Lee Desmond. Lacroix. LaGrassa. See if they can hold possession here. Turnover. Counter. Janssen. Carlson. Carlson trying to play it forward, and Luis Felipe with a heavy challenge from behind, breaking up that attack coming from the Oakland Roots. Sacramento may try to kill the clock here with about 30 seconds left before we see Elton Garcia blow his whistle for halftime. What a match it has been. Sacramento opening the scoring the 11th minute with Rodrigo Lopez scoring, and then Azucar with an over the head dropped in goal. 1-1, and then Malik Foster in the 44th minute. Azucar. LaGrassa building. Sacramento's got to get back. Rito in the corner. Rito crossing this ball in. Dan Casey easy enough, and that is the whistle for halftime. A hectic, fast-paced, high-pressure, sensational goals all coming in just 48 minutes of action in Sacramento. Can only expect we'll see more of this in the next 45, Adam.
Hopefully it's just like this in the second half. What a fantastic half. It had a little bit of roller coaster in there, and what a way to finish it. That man, Malik Foster, giving the Republic the lead going into the half.
A perfect summer night derby match between the Republic and the Roots. We've still got 45 minutes to play. It's 2-1 in this one. Republic with the goal advantage. Our Modelo halftime show is coming up next.
This is the look of a boy who had no hope of walking. A boy who had his spine rebuilt before he was born. A boy who now stays on his feet and keeps mom on her toes. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
It's Modelo at the break. Sacramento with the goal advantage. Malik Foster in the 44th minute. Well, in honor of salute to service, we sat down with Mike Conrad, veteran of the U.S. Army and owner at As Ease Brewery, discuss the meaning behind the brewery and the partnership with Sacramento Republic FC.
Yeah, so we opened up in 2019, and so we've been open just over 3 years now. I actually was commissioned as an officer in the Army in 1979, so I spent 27 years active duty. To me, it was just sort of part of my life. I mean, my grandfather was in the Army, my father was in the Army, so we moved all the time, and so to me, it was just a natural extension of what our family did. So I'm proud of the history and the traditions that our family has contributing to this country. And so I retired from the Army back in the early 2000s, and actually when I started brewing beer, I was in the Army, moving around with all my little buckets and stuff, going from place to place. And when I came back out to California in 2008 is when I got more serious about the beer, got better system, got to do some picnics and some weddings and do some contests and won some prizes. So it just got a little more serious. And then my daughter had some great retail experience, so between the two of us, we figured we could put this brewery thing together. And then once the contest came out, someone nominated us, some unknown person, and we got into the semifinalists. And so Taylor, my daughter, who runs the brewery here, created a presentation, and we gave a presentation to the Sac Republic, and then they told us next week that we'd won the contest. I think they're very active on promoting, groups and individuals that are contributing to the community and to the state of California. So both my daughter and I are very appreciative of the opportunities and a little extra exposure that we're getting with our association with Sac Republic. We didn't ask for it, we just sort of committed to it, and won, so we're very happy. But even if we didn't win, I'm still gonna be a season ticket holder next year because I just love the team and love the whole concept. And I like the team because it's more grassroots and the product on the field is good, So I'm hoping we got to make the playoffs again this year and see where they go.
Goes topics. I mean, yeah, let's talk about today we're gonna go topics.
Roll it down.
I am.
You don't need a car to listen to Sirius XM. You can listen anywhere. You know that, right?
What? Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio.
Kevin, you could use your phone.
What? What?
Alexa, play Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Radio on Sirius XM.
What?
This is how I know you're getting old. I guess that was it.
What?
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Swatted away by Miller. Volley from Aquay. Wow.
What a wonderful team move for Las Vegas. And a goal from Trejo. Spectacular build-up. Alvaro Quezada, good feet. He's found the upper corner.
Modelo at the break. Sacramento with the goal advantage here. And what a fantastic night. Energy is amazing here at Hart Health Park. It always is. And you got to love what you saw in that first 45 minutes of play. Let's get to our newest and notes around USL. And this is a league definitely on the rise. And we have seen some just incredible players throughout. Matt Cardone, left with a clean sheet into retirement, and there's been some really nice articles about Matt Cardone. We've seen him throughout the years as well. And of course, July 27th, the talk of the league right now, Sacramento hosting Sporting KC. And tickets are going to be going on sale this week. So if you don't have tickets, this is probably the last opportunity this week. They're going to release some more tickets, so get on that if you want to be here for another historic night as Sacramento is in the semifinals of the U.S. Open Cup. Here's our Western Conference standings, brought to you by Honda, and San Antonio continuing to show that they are top dogs in the conference. Colorado take down Sacramento. They lose to San Diego. Right now, currently not looking good for San Diego against LA Galaxy 2, Adam.
Yeah, not looking too well. 5-0, losing at home. They did have a red card early, but
it's a lot of goals.
That is a big result.
Well, and you look at Sacramento currently in 5th, but I mean, you look, El Paso has 21 games. You've got the teams above you with more games, so Sacramento still in a really good position. Here we are, USL on ESPN2. Sacramento will be shown on ESPN2 on September 18th against Orange County. That means Adam Moffat and I will have the weekend off.
Yeah.
So there you go. More games on the slate as well. RGV Las Vegas on ESPN Deportes coming up next weekend. Highlights, stats coming up next. A thrilling first 45 minutes of action. We'll have it for you coming right after the break.
This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
This is the look of a little girl with big dreams, but only one last hope. A girl whose organs were shutting down as she was growing up. A girl who finally found her spotlight when she found her specialist. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
Just past the 9 o'clock hour in Sacramento, Modelo at the half. And some excitement happening here at the break as well. Fox 40 winning the competition. What a header to finish it off.
Great finish.
Well, how about the highlights of that first 45 minutes of action? And Sacramento came out aggressive. 11th minute, love this from Douglas Martinez.
Great pressure by Douglas, falls to Foster, and Roro does the rest. Puts it right in the corner. It's a great finish from him. And at that point, Republic looked like they were going to add more to it.
Tommy Villader, Jacker running up that right wing again. Douglas Martinez.
Yeah, it was good defending. It was Diaz who just did enough to put off Villader. Tries to redirect in the far corner, but 23rd minute.
Started to change here, and the momentum going really Oakland's way. Janssen nearly sliding it through, and Danny Vidiello does enough to send it away. 27th minute, Oakland, Azucar, fantastic.
Not much Danny Vitiello can do in that, and it takes a big deflection off Dan Casey, puts it in the corner. Vitiello gets a hand on it, which was enough, but you just felt like, oh, Oakland's gonna go on and take a lead coming into the half, and it was that man Rito once again down that right hand side. Vitiello once again, massive stopping Janssen from giving the Roots that lead.
Carlson let that ball go through. Janssen gaining some big trust from his teammate here. Game-changing play. Duke Lacroix, left foot, slides it past Clementa. Good night. Here comes Malik Foster. Shuts it down, 2-1.
Such a great tool when you have that speed. You just see Emre Clementa. He just knew there was no way he was catching Malik Foster. Great composure on the finish, though.
They say you can't teach pace. Sure enough, there it is. 10 shots for Oakland. They were able to find some good looks. 7 for Sacramento, 4 on target. And Oakland found a way to deal with the press. Seemed early on they were really unable to keep possession in any key spots along the field. They found an opportunity. Their counterattacks were quite productive. What did you see from Oakland that could be dangerous here in this second half?
It's Edgardo Rito on that right-hand side. I think Duke Lacroix, Dami Villader have to figure out how they can stop him from getting the success he had in that first half. We saw him get the assist, but there was the other opportunities he created as well.
And for Sacramento, what did you like from the Republic?
Malik Foster, Douglas Martinez, those two, when they make those runs in behind, Roro will find you, Jack Gurr will find you. So it's getting the time and space, having the possession of the ball to then find those runners.
And no substitutions for Sacramento. It appears the same for Oakland as well. The second half is underway. And Oakland coming out with a bit of a press. Diaz along the left touchline. Douglas Martinez. 24 years of age, had the assist to Rodrigo Lopez in the LA Galaxy US Open Cup match in Carson. The first goal of the night. And it's interesting, we've seen a lot more of Douglas Martinez peeling off to that right side, setting up for assist. It's hard. He's getting in good places. He's allowing guys to make runs underneath and get good looks on goal. But here's a guy who's such a phenomenal goal scorer. You also want him in front of goal. This ball comes back to Morad. Pressure coming. Malik Foster still in here. How long will he last? He has not gone a full 70 minutes so far this season. Has come off the bench in spurts and looked really well. Just trying to get him fully game fit, because that pace, as we just saw in the 44th minute, can be absolutely devastating for a team. Lacroix, Dami, Villader. It's interesting to see what Sacramento does with that right side and defensively the left side for Villader and Duke Lacroix. Do you see them maybe not making that run as high up as they did in the first 45?
Yeah, I think Duke Lacroix obviously is not his natural position, playing that left of the back three. Has a tendency to go forward. I think it's him sitting back a little bit more, covering that space, because he's got such great speed. He can recover. But we see it right here. Azekar, you can see right now, Azekar's kind of dropping deep, and Duke feels like he has to step onto him.
Oakland's first win on the year came on April 16th against Loudoun United. They dropped their first 6, or excuse me, winless in their first 6. Play it off to Carlson from Janssen. Carlson, left foot, plays it back centrally again. Finds the foot of Carlson again. Saved by Vidiello to his right. What a strike from Carlson on the weaker right foot. And an outstretched Vidiello keeps it 2-1.
Good start to this second half by Oakland. Most of the ball's been in that defensive half of the Republic, and it was a strong save by Danny Vitiello. Fortunately for him, it was that weaker right foot of Carlson.
Seems that Oakland's going to be content just working the ball along that right side, see if they can find some advantages. Douglas Martinez, Jack Gurr breaking free. Gurr's got Martinez to his right. Malik Foster's playing centrally. Roro in some help on the left side, gets it through just a bad touch off. And it's Clementa cutting this ball. Sacramento with a great buildup and scoring opportunity there. Clementa finding it at his feet, and now Oakland coming back the other way. Here's Hernandez.
We might see a lot of that this second half, as Sacramento might sit back and
curling ball in. Lacroix sends it to Vidiello as Carlson was hoping to head that in for his 12th goal in the year. Let's take a look at Danny Vidiello keeping this game 2-1.
Comfortable enough, and Dan Casey gets it clear of any danger, but Oakland have looked dangerous first 5 minutes of this second half, and as I was mentioning, Sacramento might have to absorb some of that pressure, but you'll see a lot of those breaks like we just saw from Douglas Martinez and Jack Gurr a couple of minutes ago.
Lee Desmond stepping into that one for a throw. Rob McAllister, Adam Moffat with you on this rivalry weekend. We saw the Sounders and Timbers earlier on Fox 40. And if many of you caught the Giants and Padres Major League Baseball match, and now concluding the day with the Oakland Roots and Sacramento Republic and USL Championship matchup.
Is that a big rivalry, the Giants-Padres?
Not as big as Giants and Dodgers, as the Giants have pretty much dominated the Padres over the years.
Oh.
But the soccer match is a rivalry. No, not as much, but not so much a San Diego fan. Speaking of San Diego, 5-0 against Los Dos right now. Incredible, this championship league. We talked about how balanced it is. San Diego taking on Colorado Springs, gets the win on July 4th. A couple days later, here we are. You just don't know, and that's where you see, and you go back to Colorado Springs game and you go, what happened to Republic? You know, this league is just good, and there's just going to be nights where if you're not great, you could find yourself in the biggest deficit. And go back to that. The first time all season you've given up 3 goals. Defensively, this is your 17th game to them.
It is. Anyone can beat anyone on any night, and as we're witnessing San Diego playing the Galaxy, and that's exciting. That's exciting for this league that is getting a lot closer. We've seen in the past maybe some teams who have really struggled to get any points, and that's not the case this year, especially in the Western Conference.
Especially the West Conference with the disparity. Anyone still seems to be in the mix. Rodrigo Lopez flying. Rodrigo Lopez trying to cut it through the Central, and it's Fuenmayor who's able to cut this off.
We're in a great position there, and I think he would have played it to Malik Foster, but Malik was about 10 yards offside, so this knew he kind of had to go himself, and doesn't have that breakaway speed that Malik has, so a little trickier to get away from anyone.
Azukar battling with Duke Lacroix. Lacroix. Into the stands it goes. Well, spend your summer with us on the newly launched Summer of Soccer ticket package. Score tickets to 4 matches this summer, best rate without being locked out in any game. Head to the Republic website for more as that ball gets dangerously close. And it will be a corner kick, Atlas disposal. To the north into the field now, Oakland. Trying to tie this matchup. Janssen, back post, Fidiello punching this one away. Here comes the follow-up, Carlson. And it's denied.
Vitiello, I don't know, confidence a little bit, but usually comes out and just grabs those and opts for the punch. Doesn't get much on it, and thankfully for him, it's cleared away. But it's another corner kick here for the Oakland Roots. You see, kind of flaps at this, tries to get some purchase on there.
Matt LaGrassa defensively there. Matt LaGrassa, of course, out of Elk Grove. Outswinging ball headed down. Duke Lacroix on the other side of the pitch here. The Republic build a counter. They've got some numbers here. If they can keep this attack going, trying to find Douglas Martinez in the seam, broken up by Diaz. Morad sends it back. Republic with big opportunities to pick up some points here at home. Could be a massive 3 against Oakland, and then you've got Birmingham coming to town. And then you're on the road against Phoenix Rising. Really no reason to see 3 wins in a row for the Sacramento team, especially for a club looking to climb the ladder in the Western Conference. Janssen breaking away into the 18, trying to find a bit of room. Fuenmayor nearly had the game-tying goal, misplayed. Rito going to cross this ball in, partially deflected. Fuenmayor deflected. Oakland has tied it. Carlson again, number 12 on the season. Too many good looks for this Oakland team, and it's 2-2.
The Roots find a way back in it, and can't say they don't deserve it starting this second half, but once again, it's Edgardo Rito on that right-hand side, given time and space. Dami Villader overcommits. Rito floats it into the, and Fuenmayor stays up from the back. But Villader just overcommitting on that, and we spoke about the movement of Carlson. He drifts off at the back post, no one picks him up. Just does enough to put that right in the top corner. Nothing Dan Casey can do on that, or Danny Vitiello.
Carlson with 2 goals in this series now. The game tying goal in Oakland, and now has a tying goal here in the 54th minute. Fuenmayor, his first assist on the season. Number 12. With Carlson now is Olaski of Orange County, both sitting at 12. Ahead of the USL Championship Golden Boot race. And again, we talk about the absence of Connor Donovan, the size critical in a match like this.
And as a player, it was always, how do you respond to that? And the Republic had the lead earlier, they lost it, got it back, now they've lost it again. How can you get it back? How can you shift that momentum? The Roots are full of confidence right now, feeling they can come here and get the 3 points. We spoke about players stepping up.
Carlson holding Dami Villader. Well, you look at 2 games in a row now without Connor Donovan, and you've allowed 5 goals. You just show how massive he is, especially when playing this back 3 for Sacramento. Mark Briggs did not switch to the back 3 until Connor Donovan was fully ready and healthy to go. And when he was able to inject him to that starting lineup, it changed everything for this club and started to rally off some wins. A fantastic May and June. Of course, the US Open Cup run. And with Connor Donovan not fully healthy, this Republic team is hoping to get him back soon. But a tight contest here between the Oakland Roots and Sacramento Republic. Tied at 2. Carlson, Azúcar for the Roots. And Foster and Rodrigo Lopez for Sacramento.
And this is where the Republic want to get the Roots. They want them trying to build out the back. They just got to make sure that pressure's good. And there you go. You win the ball. You force an error. You win the ball in their half, and now you have Rodrigo Lopez on the ball.
Douglas and Morad will watch that, and Morad giving the crybaby signal. And now Elton Garcia doesn't like it, and that is a verbal warning for Tarek Morad. You know what? If you're going to get under the skin of Martinez or light a fire, I'm all for it, because that probably won't end well for you. It may be a bit soft for Martinez, but tried to cut outside, and Morad read it perfectly.
All the games between these two, and he's a guy who loves to compete, loves to battle, and he's been a thorn in the side of the Republic in all these encounters so far. And
a yellow card shown to Felipe as both players went in. And Fuenmayor is still on the turf here for Oakland. No, excuse me, it's Matthias Visore. And Ellen Garcia has handed Sacramento its first yellow.
Now the ball just pops up in the midfield there, and Luis Felipe, as he always is, he's involved, but there's no malice there, there's no intent, and Visore maybe milks it a little bit.
Well, he's got an opportunity here in a set piece for Oakland Roots. Hour mark nearing here in Sacramento. What substitutions will be made? Pistori already in as a substitute halfway through the first. So 4 more changes for Juan Guerra's side, 5 for Mark Briggs in the Republic. It'll be Hernandez over this. Hernandez, the right-footed ball leaking in. Jack Gurr gets ahead to it. And Oakland will quickly throw to Diaz. Diaz whipping this ball in, back post. Dami Villader will watch it sail out of play. Well, if this rivalry has not been good enough for you, don't worry, there's one more this year. The regional rivalry games, you're going to play Monterey and Oakland 3 times this season. Republic will play this Oakland team back here in Sacramento on August 27th. They'll play another game with Monterey in Seaside. This ball's over the top, looking for a chance for Malik Foster. Played back, Visori a bit heavy. Here comes Foster now with some pressure on Blanchette. And Blanchette tested early in this match, had to make 2 critical saves. But both of these teams with good scoring looks You hate to say it, it could easily be 4-4. Casey, through ball. Foster, cut off. Janssen. Lee Desmond has to get it back, leaving Carlson there, and it's deflected just enough by Lee Desmond, whose save would have been a fantastic look for Otar Carlson, and a throw for Oakland.
A brilliant piece of defending by Lee Desmond. The Irishman spots the danger. One of the biggest skills you can have as a defender is that anticipation. He fully commits. He goes straight for Janssen. He has to leave Carlson and just gets enough on that ball just to slow it down. Jack Gurr clears it away, but great piece of defending by Lee Desmond. He was kind of left on a little bit of an island there.
Desmond trying to play it up to Foster. Clementa will play this into the corner. Takes a high bounce. Casey is there. Follow up from Clementa. Well, after defeating the LA Galaxy on the road, the Indomitable Club back here in the US Open Cup, Kansas City, Sacramento, July 27th. Tickets are on sale now. Morad battling with Martinez, excuse me. Felipe. LaGrassa started his career in Sacramento, went to Nashville, now is back in the 2022 season. Martinez, Oakland able to get back. Douglas trying to find Roro. Roro slipping through. Rodrigo Lopez just missed it wide. Blanchett may have got a fingertip on it. And El Garcia will say he did not. It'll be a goal kick here. Great post run here from Malik Foster as well, but the patience and the combination from Roro and Martinez, just brilliant. Just a step slow. Foster nearly getting a second on the night.
That was good play down that right-hand side between Roro and Douglas Martinez, and that ball's just a step in front of Malik Foster.
It looks like Clementa may have dragged him back just a moment and may have set off that timing. Either way, nearly almost finding the net was Rodrigo Lopez for his second of the night.
And that's what you want to see Roro. We haven't seen enough of him in those positions, and it's a great run by him. He's so clever. But if you can continue to get him on the ball in and around Oakland Roots' penalty box, there's going to be opportunities coming from it.
Roro with the first goal tonight, the 11th minute assist from Malik Foster after a turnover forced by Douglas Martinez. Ball through to Roro. So calm, out of pressure. Jack Gurr has pressure coming himself. Headed, Roro, Carlson finding Hernandez. Hernandez retreating, finding Morad here, and back to Diaz. Morad also playing with San Diego OKC. A chance and a collision as Felipe goes down in the box. Mayor. Ball played forward. Duke Lacroix loves this angle. Cutting back from Clementa. Picked up by Rito. Dami Villader splitting this one through, and it's misplayed by Blanchett as he may have made contact with his own player. And now Lee Desmond has to clear this out of some space. And Morad comes up hobbling as Blanchett and Morad made a bit of contact on that last play.
Feel Sacramento's getting a little bit of momentum here. Controlling that ball a little bit more this last 5 minutes. But this man's been a threat all night, Janssen. But once again, winning the ball high up.
Turnover, ball keeps it going forward. Rodrigo Lopez, here comes Clementa. Roro! Just missed it wide in a collision just outside the 6. And Rodrigo Lopez was hit hard by Morad on that shot attempt and is holding his left leg. What a strike from Rodrigo Lopez. An unbelievable job from Malik Foster to keep that ball moving forward.
Oh, you think he's done everything right, and you can just see he stumbles a little bit, Roro. The ball gets stuck under his feet. And just drags it wide a little bit. And I think that initial contact.
I mean, there's definitely contact there. Take a look at this again, see if we can get another look at it. Clementa came charging back and was able to trip up enough of Rodrigo Lopez. And Roro appears to be okay, but Adam Moffat, that was sure close. And hopefully we can take another look at this.
Yeah, and you see that contact from Clementa here. And unfortunately for Roro, he stays on his feet. You know, some players might go down a little bit easier, and you're getting the reward.
Roro finding Gurr. Jack Gurr plays it centrally. Oakland is there to clear it on the line. And a whistle comes in late. As an Oakland player, a bit slow, looks like Hernandez, and we'll have 2 substitutions now for Sacramento Republic.
Roro heavily involved this last 5 minutes, and you can see the threat. The threat once he's involved. He creates so many opportunities for himself, for others, and really unfortunate not to give this team the lead again tonight.
So Emil Cuello into the match here, along with Nick Ross. So Rodrigo Lopez, a mere foot or two away from a 3rd goal on the night for Sacramento. And Douglas Martinez comes out, who had a spectacular evening. Malik Foster stays in, and Nick Ross in for Matt LaGrossa. Played forward, Malik, Roro, great combination here. Here's Emil Cuello, just came into the game, a little heavy touch from his left foot there. Dan Casey comes up against Janssen.
Good play once again by the Republic, almost sent Emil Cuello free. And just that first touch of the match for him. I've been in that situation. You're getting it straight into the game, and unfortunately for him, he just takes that touch behind them.
Well, Emil Cuello, with the new alternate kits, elects to put just Emil on the back of his kit there. And let's see if he can bring some energy here. Hasn't played in a while for this Sacramento club. Roro on Clementa, has Emra moving backward. Look at Felipe, just enough to get it off. Here's Nick Ross. Cuello battling on that right side. Here comes Jack Gurr. Cuello waiting. Jack Gurr turning, broken up by Morad. 29-year-old out of LA. He's doing all that he can to keep Sacramento from getting a good look on goal, and he's done a nice job against Martinez, and now he's trying to hold it down on that right side again. Rodrigo Lopez, he's got the crowd stomping his feet for this Atlas disposal corner kick. It's tied at 2 in the 69th minute. Roro, here comes Lee Desmond. Last touch by Oakland. Apparently not.
Lee Desmond disappointed at that one as he makes that run at the front post. That definitely looks like it's come off Carlson there.
The shirt moves, so either way, Oakland is able to get this back. Fuenmayor, pressure coming from Dami. Right side, this is where Oakland wants to be all night, it seems. Rito from Clementa, back into with his left foot, sprays it out to Adzakar. Adzakar will look to cross, hard bullet, spent away, follow up, and it's 3-2. That right side has been a killer for Sacramento all evening, and Rito sets up another Carlson goal. He's got 13 on the season.
This match is so unpredictable. You felt like the Republic were on the front foot, and now we have Oakland Roots taking the lead. Once again, it's a fantastic hit. Danny Vitiello can only parry it free, and we spoke about Carlson. Right place, right time. That's a great striker, and no doubt about it on the rebound. Just puts it through the legs, I think it was, of Danny Vitiello.
And Casey and Desmond unable to get back in front. As a great save from Vitiello, the first strike. Maybe thought a cross was coming in. Well done. He was backpedaling, and Carlson, He is a pure goal scorer. There is no doubt about it. He has 3 against the Republic here in 2022. And now Elton Garcia is coming over to Guerra again, who's already been issued a yellow card. And both coaches are going to likely get a warning that they both have been served with yellows tonight.
Yeah, and
tensions are high here, Adam.
Yeah, I think a lot of the players were a little, speaking to the linesman on that far side, I think they felt Carlson was in an offside position when that ball was hit. And then it does fall to him. But is that a different passage of play when the rebound comes? Who knows with the rules these days, but.
Almost a set piece from Rodrigo Lopez here, just trying to peel off, was Malik Foster. 2 substitutions made for Sacramento. Emil Cuello and Nick Ross into the match here. Now trying to make a difference. Almost. Lee Desmond. Oakland has taken a 3-2 lead. 2 goals from Carlson in the second half of play here. Put into the corner beautifully by Dami Villader. Rodrigo Lopez underneath it. Cuello, Foster waiting, Gurr running. Here's a chance, and it's Blanchett who gobbles it up. Blanchett has come up with some fantastic saves tonight. He was in goal the last time these teams met. Well, you can shop the latest gear from Republic Team Store. Salute to Service Collection. 15% of each purchase benefiting Sacramento Blue Star Moms Initiative. Janssen just outside the 18. Cross coming in. Oakland looking for more. Plenty of room for Rito. On that right side as Azukar had it on top of the 18. Cut off by Nick Ross. Ross, beautiful ball to Philippe Foster. Foster being held. He's able to break free on this right side. Gonna take a shot on goal, and it's way too high. An angle being cut down by Emra Clementa. Rodrigo Lopez was waiting for it, and there's a yellow card by Morad, who grabbed Foster on the attack.
We get to see that blistering speed once again. A great play by Nick Ross. And it was, I believe it was Fuenmayor who got that yellow card, or should have. He was the one that tried the foul, but Malik just snatches at that at the end and clears the netting at the back.
'74th minute here in Sacramento, a 3-2 game. The last time these two teams met in a high-scoring affair was 3-3 at the end of the night, with Republic with a near chance to end it on a 4-3 win. Cut off again. Here's Rito. Flying down the lane. Here's Carlson, and just shrugged off enough by Dan Casey on his line there. Trying to get it on goal, near a hat trick in the second half alone.
And the Republic going with a 4 at the back now. You'll see Dan Casey and Lee Desmond in the middle, Duke Lacroix on the left, and Jack Gurr on that right, which gives them a few more bodies further up top. You'll see Emil Cuello and Roro trying to get a little bit higher and supporting this man, Malik Foster, which is great to see. Malik at 74 minutes into the game, he's still going strong. Again, I'd be very surprised if he finishes the whole game, but he's such a threat. If he's not cramping up, I think Mark Briggs definitely might think about keeping him in as long as possible, but he's not someone you want to get injured.
A goal and assist tonight as Morad runs over Nick Ross. Malik Foster has been brilliant, and another substitution's coming for Mark Briggs, as it looks like Keko and Archimed will make their way into this match and see if they can become game changers. Public looking to get the tying goal now. Ball played centrally here. Janssen to the right side. Rito's been open all night. Way too much room. angling in, looking for a cross. He'll get one. Casey will clear it with his head and send it out of play for a throw.
Just have not been able to contain Rito on that right-hand side at all, and he's a big reason why his team are leading with 15 minutes left to play. Oakland looking to take those 3 points back to the Bay. Republic's really got to pick it up if they want to get anything from this one.
Carlson plays it out wide, cross coming in, Dan Casey again. He's been about as brilliant as he can be. He has made play after play tonight, keeping his team into this match. Came over last year from Ireland. And here's a now chance as Malik Foster is taken down hard and holding his ankle. Whistle not being blown, and Sacramento fans a bit upset, and Rodrigo Lopez has a few words for Elton Garcia, and the training staff will come out. And for all the things that Malik Foster has had to deal with over the last 3 seasons of his career, you just hope that is something he can bounce back from quickly. And substitutions now for Sacramento, as well as for the Oakland Roots is Dark Formella, the former Republic striker, 3 goals on the season, will come into this match for Michael Janssen, who has been brilliant for Eric Guerra.
You see Malik wanting the foul here, and the free kick wasn't given.
And Fuenmayor goes right into the ankle of Malik Foster. And now Dan Casey and Janssen, and he's telling Janssen to get off the pitch. And now some shoving between the 2 sides as Hernandez gets involved, and now everybody coming together. Amber Clemente trying to cool things down. Rodrigo Lopez will play usher. This match has it all. There's no doubt about it. So Luther Archimed, and now a yellow card for Janssen. And those are the kind of yellow cards that aren't worth it, because you know what? You get an accumulation in a key part of the season, and you feel like, well, those are the ones that you might earn. So here's Dark Formella into the match for Oakland. And for Sacramento, it'll be Luther Archimed and Keko, who has not played since suffering a hamstring injury against LA Galaxy in the Open Cup. So Keko in for Duke Lacroix, which likely means Dami Villader will slide back. And then imagine this is for Malik Foster for Luther Archimed to check into this match, who started against Oakland in the first meeting between these 2 teams. So it's Rodrigo Lopez, Luther Archimed, Emil Cuello, Keko, Luis Felipe, Nick Ross, Jack Kerr, Dami Villader, Lee Desmond, Dan Casey, and Danny Vitiello for Sacramento. For Mela, Carlson, Azakar, Fasori, Diaz, Hernandez, Rito Clemente, Fuenmayor, Morad, and Blanchette for Oakland.
It's a good opportunity for these substitutes to come in and make themselves a hero tonight. We've seen several times this year players come in and get the team points.
How about Malik Foster? Gets 2 goals as a substitute. Quick turn from Roro, trying to find Archimed, tried to spring it forward. He was offside. Well, Dark Formella may have one of the most touching moments in Republic history, as now Elton Garcia is showing time wasting on his clock as Fuenmayor is down. It was back on September 15, 2019, where Formella scored the game-winning goal against RGV here at home, after learning just hours before that his father had lost his long-term battle to cancer. And you could just see the emotion after scoring that goal. It was just a touching moment. for Darek Formella and the rest of the fans. So he did not tell his teammates what had happened. Formella trying to get on the board here. Always a bit of extra energy as you come back to a club that for all intents and purposes no longer wanted your services. And Formella and this Oakland team up 3-2 here. So Villader back, pressure, the foul. So 10 minutes or so to go. What do we need from Sacramento?
You need to get the ball at the feet of Rodrigo Lopez. And we haven't seen enough of it, and when we have seen it, he's been so dangerous. He creates so many opportunities. And now you have Luther Archimed here, so you maybe can go a little bit more direct and play off of him a little bit more.
Well, these two, Keko and Rodrigo Lopez, have shown some brilliant two-man games here, and already they've connected as Keko just checks into this game. Here's Archimed. Archimed denied at the line. Follow-up, Corio, save again by Blanchett. Archimed may have been offside, but the flag stayed down, and Sacramento unable to break through. Paul Blanchett, 2 fantastic saves, and Rodrigo Lopez coming right back at it.
Now let's raise the roof a little bit here. You can see Keko straight away, the impact he has. What a clever ball he played to Archimed, and it's another corner kick here for Republic.
Roro Jacker, just a bit too soft. It's those type of moments Mark Briggs has said this team has to find a way to score.
And Blanchett coming up huge. Archimed gets in a great spot. You just want him to put it right in that far corner. And then the rebound, Blanchett once again getting up, getting enough on it and getting that ball out of the danger area.
And he made 3 fantastic saves in this first meeting between Sacramento and Oakland in the East Bay. And tonight again, Paul Blanchett has come up massive for his side. Still plenty of time here for Sacramento. Both teams have had so many good looks tonight. Felipe, Keko again going against Clementa. Gets stuck behind him. But Keko just brings another speed to this match. And now hopefully you'll see him back in the lineup as his health has kept him out for the last couple of weeks, and they have missed him. Gets through, Cuello, and this ball is going to be a throw-in as it's off of Diaz. Nick Ross. Villader finding Keko. Keko typically on the right side of the pitch, is playing on the left side here with Cuello on that right. And Sacramento will do all they can to hold possession. Find a good look. Ball whipped in. Back for Cuello. Blanchett is there and falls into the basket.
Blanchett trying to slow the game down a little bit here. The Roots know it's going to be a long 10 minutes for them. Republic building a little bit of momentum. These substitutes have brought some life for the Republic, and they'll be hoping they can turn things around and get the team some points here.
Gurr along the right side from Nick Ross. Enriquez awaits for an opportunity to come to this game for Oakland. Keko, as Oakland sitting back here, a chance for Cuello to make a run. Gurr, Formella cuts underneath, a solid tackle, and wins the ball back for Oakland. Emil is whistled for the foul. And now Diaz will go to ground, and a substitution as Enriquez will come into this match. And Azúcar, who had the first goal for Oakland, is out of the match.
Had a huge impact in that third as well. He was the one who took that strike. Kind of caught Danny Vitiolo off guard, and big impact from him. That's a goal he'll remember the rest of his career.
In a rivalry matchup against Sacramento, and an important one in the middle of the season as they try to fight to stay relevant in the Western Conference, and they've got a lead over one of the top teams in the Western Conference in Sacramento.
And the Republic have played several games fewer than the Roots coming into this one, but a little bit risky there by Tariq Murad. But this win, if Oakland can close it out, closes that gap mightily with those teams ahead of them.
And a whistle comes in nearly an hour later, Phil, for the fans here, as Quayle had a time to dribble almost to the middle of the park. So a bit of contact on the touchline. Sacramento now, what does cause you concern, Adam, is 6 goals in 2 games after allowing, I believe, just 12 up to that point. Quayle able to win it back. He's got Archimed. Felipe now, Keko, and it's broken up. Got to find Archimed the first touch there. You have to find him. The striker's running down the seam, Adam.
Mil Quayle maybe hanging on to that a little bit too long.
Angled ball, Fermella onside, gets past Jack Gurr to his left foot. Out comes Vidiello, stopped by Danny Vidiello. Some body contact, Enriquez shot is blocked, not done yet. Oakland nearly sent it away. Nearly sealing this game here with that possession there, as Danny Vidiello comes up with 2 massive stops as Enriquez can't find the net.
Great play by Fermella, and you think he's got the 4th for the Roots, but big save by Vitiello. The ball hangs around. Players just throwing bodies in front of everything, and leads to a corner kick for the Roots.
(3-2) Oakland here late in Sacramento. Everybody jockeying for position inside the 6. A low ball sent in. Enriquez again off of the head of Casey. It'll be a throw for Oakland here. Sacramento perfect at home. 5-0-2 in championship play, 9-0-2, including Open Cup run here in the 2022 season. Goal kick here for Republic. You know there's going to be a couple more chances, though, and for Sacramento, you almost have to just believe and stay with it. Utes, who were struggled in Oakland, were able to claw away with a point. Can Sacramento do the same here as Archimed gets underneath this ball? Good run from this imposing striker, Gurr. Gets through, Gurr has Archimed to his left. Can he find some space? And he earns a corner kick as well. Last touch by Gurr.
Came back off his head there, unfortunately, for Jack Gurr. He's putting out a fantastic shift in on that right-hand side, and real unlucky that that ball comes back off of him.
And Jack Gurr is coming to the sideline, and Ferdy Sosa into the match. Sosa out of Congo, 31 years of age, played with Union Omaha a season ago. Team of the week, week 1 for this Republic team. It's been a good addition and spark off the bench. Rodrigo Lopez, pressure from Fuenmayor. Vasori finding Enriquez, who's bringing a bit of life to this Oakland team here late in the game. Keeping the threat alive. Rodrigo Lopez, Keko. Here's Ferdy Sosa waiting for him. Keko trying to find some room. Here's Roro. And the Republic deep into their own, the Oakland attack here. Ferdy whipping this ball in. Little back heel from Archimed. Roro tapping, looking for Ferdy as Ferdy draws some contact. And this ball will be played way upfield And Vidiello will pick this ball up and quickly get it to Casey. 5 minutes of stoppage time brought to you by Rayleigh's Something Extra Rewards Program. Earn points every time you shop. Sign up today. Keko dribbling forward, playing it, looking for a Cuello. Cuello finds it along the end line.
Roro's trying to get on that ball. He's dropped to the right-hand side here. He's on it.
Republic have scored 7 goals after the 75th minute this season. Would love to get another here and pick up a point against the rival Oakland Roots. Cuello trying to whip this ball in, and a corner kick.
He gave it, it looked like that came back off Emil Cuello there. The referee gives the corner kick. This is when you got to step up. Who's going to be the man that steps up, beats his marker, gets on the end of this?
Rodrigo Lopez to take the corner, whipping this ball high and far. Dan Casey is there and asking for a handball off Clementa. Will not get it. It will be out of play, and a throw for Faraday Sosa in the Republic. Deep throw here for Faraday.
The second ball's a big one here.
Formella misstruck. It's going to go shoulder to shoulder with Sosa. Nick Ross. This thing's being headed around. Big shove in the back from Hernandez. And it's lining up to be an opportunity for Rodrigo Lopez to serve another one in.
Oh, what a chance here. Real dangerous position. Roro's got this ball set up. What's he want? You're looking that gap between Paul Blanchette and where Rito's set up right there. That big gap in there. Drop that ball in there. Get the runners in front.
Sosa, everyone crashing. Dan Casey is there. Body contact. Here's Cuello.
What a ball that was from Roro.
Plenty of opportunities here tonight, Adam. And again, it's been the story of the season, unable to capitalize when given to them.
Great ball by Roro. Archimed just can't get there, and this ball drops to Emil Cuello. Just all those bodies rushing to him. He just gets underneath it, sends that over the bar. That might have been the last chance for Republic. Oh, that was a really good opportunity as well.
Cuello's so good at the ball at his feet there. You almost wanted him to take another touch and almost maybe a dribble in. Oakland was on their back heels.
It's really tough. I mean, he's waited patiently for that ball to come down, and it is tough with those guys running right on top of you. Villader breaking free here, though.
Villader, plenty of room. Finding Keko. Can't keep it. Still about a minute or so to play in this match. If Sacramento can win the ball back, get another opportunity, score one late. The Oakland fans in that visiting section 120 trying to will their club to a road win. Open space here, charging forward. Oakland looking to seal this game. Enriquez, it's sent away by Vidiello, a corner kick.
That probably does it right there. Enriquez getting his team a corner kick, and they're going to run this right up to the 95th minute.
Oakland will try to kill the clock in the corner here. Sacramento will try to earn the possession back, see if they get one more look, but clock not in their favor, and that whistle likely coming in any second here. Can Sacramento break free? Here's Keko. Faraday. Quick touch to the middle. Keko again. Here's Quayle. Roro running out the right over the top. Roro's going to find it. One more good look here for Republic, likely coming. Roro wants to cross this ball in. Gets past Morad. Roro again, chipping up over the top. Headed down! And it's tied! It is tied! Oh my goodness, Luis Felipe! It is tied! Rodrigo Lopez, the legend, has done it again here in Sacramento! And it's bedlam in the capital city! 3-3 in the final moments! Unbelievable!
This team shows no quit. Incredible scenes here at RL Park, and Rodrigo Lopez involved once again. Luis Felipe, how massive he has been, and Roro just dicing up Murad. Luis Felipe does the rest. What an incredible end to this match.
It is the second time these two clubs have ended a match 3-3. And the Red Hawk goal cam, Paul Blanchette, who has been fantastic all evening long and has made 7 saves, could not make one at the most critical time of this game, in Sacramento clinging on to life.
And just incredible by Roro. You remember Murad with the old cry face, and Roro just making him look silly right there.
And that's off of Diaz, and that is the game. This one will end in dramatic fashion. Sacramento, Oakland 3-3, and yet there is still only one tie. There's going to be one win in this series. Unbelievable. What a match. Luis Felipe, the hero again. You've seen him score goals in the Open Cup when they've needed it the most. And yet again here in the USL Championship play in the Northern California Derby, it is Felipe with a game-tying goal in the final moments in Sacramento.
Things getting a little heated out there, and you can see with a late goal like that, there's some high emotions.
How's your heart doing?
Wow. I mean, what an incredible finish that was.
And that is why you don't leave early.
You don't leave early. And to be fair, there weren't too many fans who did leave, and you just felt something might have came, and what a game.
Well,
it really was.
And you really look, credit to both teams. It's probably how it should have ended. Both teams, plenty of chances here tonight. How many shots on target? I think it's what, 17 would combine between these two teams. That's incredible. 21 shots for Oakland, 15 for Sacramento. And, you know, Malik Foster with a fantastic night, but Rodrigo Lopez, each of them with a goal and assist on the night. And Rodrigo Lopez is our man of the match. It ends 3-3. We'll have our post-game show coming up next.
This is the look of a woman who fought cancer for years with no answers. A woman who bravely championed her own health and found a doctor who'd do the same. A woman whose ending was rewritten when she found remission. UC Davis Health. From the extraordinary to the routine, we're discovering healthy and changing real people's lives right here in the Sacramento region. UC Davis Health. Discovering healthy.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
Sacramento, Oakland, fireworks. It may be after the 4th of July, but it's still continuing. And what a series this has been between the two teams. It is a fight each and every time tonight, no difference. 3-3, this one ends up.
What a game. Yeah, we had a little bit of everything, and it all started. The man who was involved in the end as well, Rodrigo Lopez. Great pressure by Douglas Martinez. Malik Foster finds Roro. Roro does the rest. 1-0. Looks like Republic are going to continue. They're going to add to that early goal, but
3rd goal of the season for Rotaro, and then Azukar, bicycle kick, simply fantastic. It is now 1-1 midway through the first.
Almost all the goals seem to come against the run of play. And you think, oh, the Roots are going to go into the half with 2-1 lead. Maybe they can get one, but no. Beep, beep. Here he goes.
The Roadrunner, Malik Foster, blasting through, and it's 2-1 as you go to the break.
Really good finish for Malik, and it's going to do wonders for his confidence, getting the amount of time he did. But here we go. Rito involved once again down that right-hand side. Great ball. Mayor keeps it alive, and Carlson, he's right place, right time. That's the signs of a great striker, and that's why he leads the league. Because he knows where to be.
He knows where to find the net. There's no doubt about it. 65th minute here, and what an effort by Malik Foster to stay on his feet. Somehow this doesn't go in. May have been tripped up by Clementa. Either way, Rodrigo Lopez, just an inch away.
You see that net rippling, and again, if Roro goes down there, he probably gets a penalty kick because there was for sure contact. And this man struck that ball so clean. Azikar catches Vitiello off guard. Carlson might have been in an offside position, but again, he knows how to put the ball in the back of the net.
He's got 13 goals on the season. Sacramento not done yet. Another good look here. Paul Blanchette, double saves, same possession. Maybe the play of the night for Oakland. This might be a Republic win without that effort right there from Blanchette.
Yeah, Cuello thinking he's got it, and then just never see quit attitude. So Roro gets the ball. Marad, who's the big tough guy earlier, not so much right there. And Luis Felipe.
Big boys don't cry. Well, they might this time. Luis Felipe. Just brilliant. Absolutely perfect ball from Rodrigo Lopez, finding Luis Felipe, and the Republic and Oakland end in a 3-3 draw. 36 shots between the two of them. 17 on target. I thought this was going to be maybe a scoreless game tonight. You thought about defensively where Sacramento has been. Oakland, yeah, they've been able to put up some goals, but this was just off the radar. What an intense match, and deservedly so. Probably should end in a 3-3 draw.
Yeah, plenty of entertainment. And that little kid we saw before the game, I told him there was going to be loads of goals.
You
right?
did. You did. Our friends and my little nephew down there. So yeah, they you promised and you delivered.
Yeah.
Maybe deliver more gols and a win next time. But
yes,
we'll
maybe
do that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Sacramento, they've got another home match coming up on the 16th of July here. On the road in Phoenix. Phoenix just tumbling down the hill in the standings here. At home against Sporting KC, but you get 2 more on the road. New Mexico United, it's going to be a very big match as well. On to the East Coast trip with Charleston. So this is an interesting schedule because there's 2 teams we've yet to see. And at Phoenix, where they haven't been playing well. And then New Mexico, which is always a tough place to play. So, of course, July 27th, we got everyone circled on the calendar. But in terms of this upcoming schedule for USL play, there's a lot to be seen what happens here in the month of July.
It is. It's a big schedule, and obviously great to get back into the game, get something from tonight, but giving up 6 goals in 2 games is obviously a concern, and hopefully Connor Donovan gets healthy, can right that ship a little bit.
And there is Malik Foster. So many good moments of the night and just a brilliant performance. And so great to see Malik Foster healthy and picking up a goal and assist tonight. He now has 4 goals on the year. 3-3 it ends here. I'm still amped up. Can't believe it's over. What a night. 6 goals in all, 3 for Sacramento, 3 for Oakland. It had everything tonight. Thanks for tuning in tonight for our entire crew here in Sacramento, for our producer, Ava Ponte. He's Adam Muffet. I'm Rob McAllister. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next Saturday right back here at Heart Health for the Republic as they continue match number 18 on the season. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next Saturday night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.